Welcome, fellow treasure hunters. Today I will go into this Goodwill looking for items to sell in my eBay store. I'm also going to talk about online arbitrage as another method to source eBay items. And of course I will share my biggest online arbitrage flip to date. While I hunt for treasure, I will also share some what solds, and at the end of the video I will share my expected profit from today's thrift haul. Let's go. If you've been following me for any time, you know I always hit those racks before I start looking in other parts of the store. So this is me going through the rack, kind of striking out, but that's okay. I usually average about one item on a rack, but those are really good items with a higher sell-through than the stuff I find out in the store. I recently sold this book that I purchased for $1 for $30. I had it listed at $49.99 for about 5 months. The Seed of the Woman by the author there. But I will tell you that I got that in an estate sale in the upper part of a back room. There was all in boxes. I had to dig. I got some great books out of that haul and averaged $1 per book, so it was a great flip. In California, you're going to find a lot of stuff behind the desk at Goodwill or in the glass. There's two reasons. One, they're marking it way up. And the second is we got a homeless population that likes to walk out with stuff. So typically when I find something up here, I already know it's going to be priced up and probably closer to an eBay price. And if it's not, then I'm lucky. But it's always worth a try to come find. You never know when you're going to get like Super Mario for $10 and at least double your money. Goodwill wanted $15 for these Oakleys, and after a little bit of research, I thought my price I was more than likely going to get was around $24. So not a worthy investment to lock up that much money for very little profit. So I moved on from those glasses. I recently sold these 5 1970s Hot Wheels for $16. I buy bags of Hot Wheels at the thrift store for about $5.99 to $9.99 a bag. There's usually about 30 of them in there. I'll lot some up if they're by the 70s or themed, or if one sells for over $15 by itself. Sometimes I sell a set of 50 all together for around $50. But I've been making money off toys that way. We'll jump into the online arbitrage topic in about a minute and a half. But first, let's share another recent sold. I sold this Denver Broncos t-shirt, vintage, for $35. I got this particular one out of one of my first storage lockers ever. I probably had this shirt laying around for 4 months before I listed it, and it probably took about 6 months after I listed it. Alright, a couple of years ago, beginning reseller, I picked up this Cook Street Hawaiian shirt because I love Hawaiian shirts. I thought this had a cool fish print. Thought I could resell it for a lot. I got it $5.99. I didn't realize Cook Street is the bottom of the line Hawaiian shirt, that there's 1,000 million of these things. It's very mainstream. Do not buy Cook Street. This is a safe space to talk about bad buys so that you guys don't repeat them. I'm honest and transparent about the experience, just so you learn. Like, I did not double my money. I sat on it forever. Now look at this shirt. I've never seen this shirt before. It was made of just different. It reminded me of a Lululemon type shirt, different material. The buttons were kind of close. This one is special water resistant shirt made by Stoic, so I did pick it up. Bought it for $7.99 and trying to flip it for $24.99. So when thrifting is not producing the results you want in profit per item or sell through, what can you do to source more items? One way is to do what is called online arbitrage. Online arbitrage, or OA, is the process of buying products from online retailers or marketplaces with the sole intention of reselling those products at a higher price for profit on another online marketplace such as Amazon, eBay, or Facebook Marketplace. This method takes more skill and comes with risk, but it's easy once you understand how to do it. You start by researching high profit and or high resale items on eBay /Terapeak. I recommend looking up products you know the most about or are comfortable with. Let's use Blu-ray movies as an example. If you were to look up Blu-rays that were selling for high profit, you would come across a Blu-ray titled Dogma as one that sells for around $80 to $200. You would also see, as the time I filmed this, yesterday when you're watching the video, there's 19 listed after you minused out DVD with 172 results for solds. This shows new condition Blu-rays for Dogma selling in the range of $150 to $200 in listed prices. You need to have a store to look on Terapeak, but if you're serious about reselling, I recommend getting the lowest store option at a minimum. On Terapeak, the range of sold prices in the last 3 years is 99 cents to $275. Over 1,992 copies have sold from 1,404 sellers. This tells me more than a few sellers have figured out that buying this Blu-ray for less money and then turning around and selling it for higher is worth their time. There is fixed price, which you can save a search for this DVD specifically and look it up 4 times a day and be the first to purchase. Fixed price just means it's not an auction, right? So you can just click buy and then they're going to send it. There's also auctions where someone typically will list the Blu-ray for 7-day auction starting at 99 cents. Now you need to learn how to bid auctions to not cause a bidding war too early. Look up on YouTube videos on eBay sniping auctions for tutorials. I save my list of items like Dogma in a spreadsheet. When I have money to invest and time to search, I run through my list and try and find any mispriced items to flip. Remember to check out the cost of the item plus the shipping. It is a risk that you pay up for the item and its price tanks after you purchase, and you're left holding on to something that drops to, let's just say, $20 in this case. So be wise and check the market availability. The more rare and the higher the sell-through, the safer the bet is. Beanie Babies, baseball cards, and other items have been flashy over time with prices that eventually drop due to a flooded market. If the company re-releases Dogma on Blu-ray, then this would also cause this Blu-ray to tank in price. Now multiply this list in Blu-ray by 20 and add 3 more categories that you also add 20 to this, and you regularly check up on those items. The list should be redone at least quarterly as new items become hot sellers and some items drop off. Remember that eBay is not the only online source. You can search in Google Search and get many online offerings in all the other selling platforms. Think outside the box as well, as Blu-ray lots may contain Dogma on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, etc. Those who are more resourceful will always win the day. You need to be first. You need to be thinking strategy so that your business is successful and you continue to be run a really profitable business. Oh, and look here, I found this Tommy Bahama linen shirt, multicolored. Listed it for $34.99. I just recently sold a blue linen Tommy Bahama for, I think that was $34.99 or $30 as well. So these linen shirts are doing really well for me. We're coming into summer. People are going to want something that's light, but also protects them a little bit from the sun. And I got it for $9.99. In the video, you may see me picking up shirts and putting them in my basket. A lot of times I'll do that and I'll research them at the end. Like this Patagonia that they're charging $9.99 for. I put it to the side, but I ended up not purchasing it. So only when I put a thing up saying that I listed it will that mean that I bought it at the end of the day. Just for your kind of key to how I've been doing the videos. Let me know if you think there's a better way to do that. But that Patagonia is a great example of something where they're charging $10 for it. I'd probably be lucky to sell it for $18 with the pearl snaps. It just wasn't that great. So I'm looking for a bigger profit margin, even though it's got a good name. Same with these J. Crew shirts. They're really nice. They feel great. I just couldn't find the data to back up putting in even $7.99. Excuse me. $7.99 for them. In a couple of minutes, I'll tell you what CD I flipped using the online arbitrage method I bought it for $50 and I sold it for $160 in less than 90 days. Stay tuned. If you made it this far, I appreciate you staying through. I'm a new YouTuber. I started the 1st of January. I've been going. This is my 3rd month. Definitely looking to earn people's subscribes and likes. But I also hope that you follow my content as I do aim to improve. I'm a part-time reseller and bringing you as much content as I can about how to hunt for treasure. I found this BD Baggies color block shirt. To me, there was nothing that said that this shirt was great other than the look of it. I thought the look was worthy of a Y2K. 90s is coming in now, so I think it's worth trying to flip. Here are in the jeans, and I'll show a few of my what solds. Here's an item from a video that I haven't even published yet. 7 for All Mankind women's jeans, $29.99. I bought them for $6.99 at a different thrift. Great score. In one of my previous thrifting videos, I hit the racks and I found this Ariat women's flame resistant pants on there, and they sold in less than 30 days or maybe 60 days for $44.99. I think I paid $7.99 for these jeans. Another great flip. Jeans is one of my favorite categories. It's something I always go through. I usually find them more in storage lockers or at the swap meets and flea markets, but I will also thrift them if they're the right price. I found these yellow Gap jeans. They're made in the USA, 30 by 29. I think these things are amazing. It reminds me of cross colors from the 90s. I think that there's going to be a market for these. I have it listed for $49.99. We'll see what I get, but I didn't pay $49.99. I paid $6.99 for those jeans. Another item that I recently picked up on that was a video that's still coming. I've listed these less than a week ago. I listed them for $60. I already received an offer for $30 and now $40. I took the $40. And you saw that pair of red Levi's that looked exceptional, just like the yellow. I ended up leaving that behind. I could not justify the sell that I was going to get any more than the money they were asking for it, and I can't remember the price they were asking, but the business model didn't pan out for me. But I would love to source, red Levi's. But black Levi's are one of the more popular colors if you didn't know. So always look those up. So my first real attempt at online arbitrage, I picked 2 CDs that I wanted to go find out in the wild and see if there was a copy at a reasonable price. One of them was this CD, Elvis Presley Merry Christmas version. It was a Japanese release made for USA. I bought this CD. It was a mint kind of copy for $50. And I flipped it for $160 in less than 90 days. I had it listed at $200. So as you might think, I risked $50 to try to do this flip. There was no guarantee it was going to sell. It was after Christmas. But the Terapeak, it was just showing that these things do sell, and there's very limited copies out there. So why wouldn't I grab up a copy if I could ever find it for really low? And $50 is less of a risk than maybe if I bought it for $100 just to make $20 or something. So when you take out fees, it's like $42. So I made $120. Take off the $50, that's $72 on one item. Those are the kind of flips that can change your business. Now just times that by 1,000 more examples in 90 days, and you really could have a thriving business on top of what you're already doing. But you're going to have to find more and more, because you can't just pick the same item because there's just not that many buyers out there. And I found the $50 copy not on eBay. I found it off of the Google search. I couldn't find it on Google search. It was listed right in Discogs. If you don't know about Discogs, go there. There's a buy-sell feature within Discogs. And they had it listed for $50 in mint condition. It was a no-brainer. The other CD I got bought at the same time from a different seller was another Christmas CD. I bought it for 20 and I'm selling it for 50. So I'm only trying to double my money there, but I just want to get practice at finding these things and get these kind of flips worked in there, because that made my sales day today. I hit $300 in a day, and for a part-time reseller, that's a great day. You know, recently I made a leggings video. I'm in the leggings activewear men's, but then I found this football pair of pants, these from Arsenal, Adidas tracksuit. This is really cool. And I'm looking for leggings. I'm looking for Lululemon, right? And I find Arsenal. What a great find. Totally stoked. Made my time through here worth it. Most people don't know about soccer. Football is one of the most popular sport in the world. There's so many fans. But let's go through today's haul. I'm projected to sell everything for $149.96 that I found today. We're going to take off 30% eBay fees. That leaves me at $44.99 off. You minus $32.96 for the buy cost of the items. So my projected profit in an hour and a half is $72. That's not shabby. Like I said, I'm here to share, and I hope you guys grow and learn with me as well, because I don't know it all. Please share if I missed something. Put that in the comments. Or if you got a tip you want to add to the conversation, please put it there. And then we're going to conclude today's video. Please hit the subscribe, but please keep learning, keep researching, have fun, and most importantly, be kind.